Hi class, we have the sixth lesson for functions. But, but today I want us to look at the maximum and minimum values of a quadratic function. Um, I hope you understand that this is the general form of a quadratic function, which is ax squared plus bx plus c. This is the general or the standard form of a quadratic function. So whenever you have a function like let's say 2x squared minus 3x plus 4, or maybe minus 3x squared minus 5x plus 1. When you take a look at this one, ask yourself, what is taking the place of a? Well, the one that's taking the place of a is 2. A is what? 2. Then the question is, this a we have here as 2, is it greater than 0 or it is less than 0? We all know that 2 is what? 2 is greater than 0. So it belongs here. So if your a, meaning the coefficient of x squared, is greater than 0, meaning it is positive, that means what? We have a minimum value. Then the graph of that quadratic function will curve upwards like this. It will curve this way. It curves downwards. So it opens upwards, but it curves downwards. It curves here, you can see. So we have a minimum value. And this minimum value will occur at minus b over 2a. Minus b over 2a. So what happens if a is negative, meaning a is less than 0? Well, we have it this way. It curves upwards. So it opens downwards. Understand it too. It opens downwards, but it curves where? Upwards. So maybe your teacher or the book you are reading, sometimes you don't get it well when you hear the teacher or the book says it opens upwards, it curves downwards. Open, curve, they are different. You see? So if I say it curves, look at where it curves. So it curves upwards. So how does it open? It opens downwards. You can see like this. See? But it curves here. See how it curves. But how does it open? Downwards. See? It opens down. Look at the space. So if a, mean the coefficient of x squared, is positive, meaning it's greater than 0, then it curves downwards, meaning it opens upwards. Do you see how it opens? Do you see how it opens down? All right, good. So, but regardless of whether it is positive or negative, regardless of whether the value is going to be minimum or maximum, it always occurs at minus b over 2a. That is the good thing about it. So let's see how we determine the minimum or maximum values of these quadratic functions, and as well where they exist or where they occur. All right. This one is part 1 of this category of minimum and maximum value. So the first one says 4x squared plus 7x minus 2. 4x squared plus 7x minus 2. We want to find the maximum or minimum value. First of all, there is no possibility of a function having maximum, minimum, to say we have it at a particular point. No, we don't have it at a particular point. A particular point cannot be maximum and minimum at the same time. It's not possible. Now, let's first of all know, is this going to give us minimum or maximum value? For x squared minus plus 7x minus 2. First of all, is this going to give us a minimum value or maximum value? It all depends our a. Our a is 4. So 4 is positive. 4 is greater than 0. It is greater than 0. So what happens if it's greater than 0? Is it going to give us minimum or maximum? Minimum value. Is going to give us what? A minimum value. But what is that minimum value? And where does that minimum value occur? That is what we are coming to do. So let me start with one method. Today I want to give just two methods Let me start with one method. Now, this is 4x squared plus 7x minus 2. Let's use completing the square method for the first one. Completing the square method, we only need two terms. What are the terms? The term in x squared and the term in x. The term in x squared and the term in x. Even without this one, we can still complete the square. So what do we do? I know x is common, but the procedure for completing the square, we don't need to factor out x even when it is common. The only thing is that we want the coefficient of x squared to be 1 in the process of what? Completing the square. In the process of completing the square. So what is there? We have 4. We take it out. So 4 takes away 4, leaving x squared. 4 has nothing to take here, but the fact that we've taken out 4, we have to say 7 over that 4. This is x minus 2. I hope it is clear. Now, we've succeeded in making the coefficient of x squared 1. And what is our next step? Our next step is to first of all recognize the coefficient of x. We have coefficient of x squared, we have coefficient of x. We succeeded in making the coefficient of x squared 1. That is always what we want in the beginning. Now, what is the coefficient of x? It is 7 over 4. 7 over 4. Multiply it by half, then you square. Multiply it by half all the time. Squaring all the time, always. So this gives us 7 times 1, 7. 4 by 2 is 8. There is a square. We all know that this can be simplified, but due to what we want to do, we hang it here. Okay, so what's next? We have here 4, and we have our bracket, then we have here minus 2. So what do? We write this one as x squared plus 7 over 4x. Yes, this result we have, we add it and subtract it again. We add it and what? Subtract it again. So we say plus 7 over 8 squared minus 7 over 8 squared. So this outer bracket, I want it to change to this, then this and this close, this closes this, this closes this. This result, we add it and subtract it again. I don't want you to think that this one is a magic. Now let's say you have 4. You have 4 leons. These 4 leons you have, 4 leons you have somewhere. You place 4 leons somewhere. Then you go somewhere. Someone comes and meets your 4 leons. The person decided to add 3 leons. Before you know it, the person takes away 3 leons again. Is your 4 leons going to be missing or it will not be missing? You have 4 leons. You go somewhere, you place it somewhere, and someone comes, meet your 4 leons. The person decided to give you 3 leons. But before you return, the person takes again the 3 leons. Is your 4 leons missing or not? Definitely it is not missing. So that is what we have here. We have here x squared plus 7 over 4x. So if we decided to add something and subtract again, there is nothing wrong here at all. So what is next? We have 4. Now 1, 2, 3 will give us one bracket. We have x squared, 2 is the power, x is the base, 7 over 8 squared, 2 is the power, 7 over 8 is the base. Let us consider the base. Here is x. What is the base here? 7 over 8. Consider the sign inside, not this one outside. Plus 7 over 8. Plus 7 over 8. Then you say square. Yeah, you may think that, how about this 7 over 4x? 7 over 4x is part of the magic that we just did here. If you expand this, you will get 1, 2, 3. So now 1, 2, 3, we have one bracket from 1 to 3. Now we continue to minus this one. Minus 7 over 8 squared. We close the bracket, then we say minus 2. So this is 4, yeah, x plus 7 over 8 squared minus. Now, what we did not expand here is what we are coming to expand now. 7 squared is 49, 8 squared is 64, minus 2. So this 4 multiplies this bracket, this 4 multiplies this. If the 4 multiplies the bracket, we have 4 into x plus 7 over 8 squared minus. If 4 multiplies this, look at it here. 4 times 49 over 64. It will be 4 into itself is 1. 4 into this is what? Is 16. I hope it is clear. So 49 over 16, then we have minus 2. Minus 2. So we say 4 into x plus 7 over 8 squared, we give this 1. The LCM of this and this is 16. 16 into itself is 1. 1 times minus 49 minus 49. 1 into 16 is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. So the next thing is 4 multiplied by x plus 7 over 8 squared minus 49 minus 32 is minus 81 over 16. Minus 81 over 16. So I don't want to erase this because it's what we are coming to do next. Now look at this well simplified. So you have to get to this point. When you get to this point, first of all, you want to get minimum or maximum. Yeah, but this is not where you detect if it is maximum or minimum. You detect maximum or minimum right from the function given to you. Your a is 4, and this 4 is greater than 0. Once it is greater than 0 or it is positive, you have minimum. So it means you say our minimum value is, so which one here is the minimum value? It is this one, minus 81 over 16. What you get after or outside the bracket is what you get as your minimum value. I hope it is clear. Your minimum value. So the question is, what if we are expecting maximum? Is the same thing we have outside the bracket is also the maximum. The only difference is that if this one is supposed to be maximum, then you write minimum, it is wrong. The teacher or the examiner will mark it wrong. If it's supposed to be otherwise again, and you do it otherwise, it will be wrong. Okay. So now the case is, where does this minimum value occur? So we say it occurs at x equal to, it occurs at where? X equal to. So what do we have here after x? We have plus 7 over 8. Just change the sign and say minus 7 over 8. If you have your x minus 7 over 8, then you change the sign and say plus 7 over 8. If it is plus, say minus. If it is minus, you say plus. So this is the first method to find the maximum or minimum value of a quadratic function and to know where that particular value occurs. Now let us go to the second method. The second method is very, very simple, but I don't want to start from the second method, then you don't concentrate here. The reason I started here. Let's see the second method. If you are interested in copying, then you can pause the video, then copy. So let's see the second method. Method 2. Okay, method 2 we want to know whether it is maximum or minimum. Then we all know that this is what is our minimum value. Why? Because A. Because A. So what is our A? Our A is 4. What is B? B is 7. C minus 2. Okay. So is this maximum or minimum? I ask again. It is what? It is minimum. Why? Because A is positive. Okay. So now what do we do? We say minimum value is x equal to minus b over 2a. So we say x equal to minus b. What is b? B is 7. 2a. What is a? A is 4. So this is minus 7 over 2 times 4, 8. See? Do you see it? Okay, sorry. This is not the minimum value. This is where it occurs. Minimum value occurs at x, of course, you can see x equal to minus b over 2a. So which is x equal to minus b. What is b? B is 7 over 2a. 2a. What is a? A is 4. So x is equal to minus 7 over 8. So for this method, you find first where the maximum or minimum value occurs. So it occurs here. So now what is the minimum value? So we say minimum value is equal to, we substitute here, 4 multiplied by x. What is x? Minus 7 over 8. That is a square, don't forget. 7 times x. What is x? Minus 7 over 8. Here we say minus 2. So therefore, 4 times minus 7 squared is 49. 8 squared is 64. Plus by minus is minus 7 by 7. 49 over 8 minus 2. 4 into itself, 1 into this, 16. So we have 49 over 16 minus 49 over 8 minus 2 over 1. Okay, so the LCM is 16 into itself is 1 times 49, 49. 8 into 16 is 2. 2 times 49, 98. 1 into 16, 16. 16 times 2, 32. All right. So this is positive. These two are negative. So it's like we have 49 minus 98 plus minus 98 minus 32 is minus 130. Yes. So minus 130 plus 49, what do we get? 12, 8. Yeah, the bigger number carries the sign. So we have minus 81 over 16. So of course we can see we have the same thing again. So this is the second method, how to find the maximum or minimum value of a quadratic function and the value of x where they occur. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow, like, share, and comment.